guys also. On the defensive side of the football, another year in this defense is helping us understand how the defense works. We're trying to get our best personnel on the field, but get some good young group. Mike Douglas is up to 265. Franklin Hugin's up to 266. To play big end for us. Trayvon Pascal is 258. Kanzuku, who did not work as much with Coach Oliver, he's at 261. So our big end position is starting to look like a big end position. These guys are starting to get some beef on them. Cobble's at 332, which is down, but again, a guy that can hold point for us and plays really good with his hands and leverage. Coleman's 298. Rump's 303, and in the best shape I've ever seen the big fella in. And you worried when we went away for a week and came back after spring break. And we all know we all been on spring break before, but watching the big fella come back and took the plan that Coach Oliver and his staff gave him during the break, and came back, and I was really pleased with the way the guy ran. He ran really well all winter, but then watching him come back yesterday and run up and down the field, not a guy that's leaning over and looks like he's about to take his last breath anymore. He's a guy that's running and standing up and braving in the right way and looking the right way and not looking like he can play the next play. And before, it hasn't been that way. Dupree was another one of those young guys we talked about that we were excited about in the last couple of games. Just was flying around, making plays. It's now 255. I mean, that's what outside backers are supposed to look like. He was gained about 20 pounds since he's been here. He's running really well. Excited about him. Justin Henderson also played that rush in for us. He's at 245. So we also have some flexibility. We're putting Taylor Wyndham at that position also, who will play at that position. Again, the concern is the linebacker position, and the rush in is one of those linebacker positions that you feel a little bit better about because of Dupree's production in the last couple games. But the other three linebacker positions, Avery Williamson, a solid player for us last year in a backup role, who actually rotated. It started off with every 2 series. As he got comfortable, we started every other series with he and Sneed, who's 242 right now. One of the better leaders on his football team. Malcolm McDuffin's up to 228. We'll play the wheel linebacker. We'll start off with Ransford playing backing him up. He's at 232. Tim Patterson's at 248. We'll move Browsey from the outside to an inside Mike Backer, who's had a good offseason also. The Sam Backer is the position that Winston Guy played for us last year. We'll start off with Miles Simpson, who's now 228. Corey Brown, who's a new guy that just came to us in the winter. He will start off at that position. Real excited about him. Real excited about this guy because of the look in his eyes and the guy that takes care of his business on and off the field. Also, Josh Forrest will also play at that position there, the Sam linebacker. And Josh is now at 234. Looks really good, moving around well. We just got to get him to understand the position and how to play the position of defense. The secondary, a lot of people have more concerns than we do. Cartier Rice looks like we lost both corners, but Cartier Rice was a guy that rotated. Again, he was a guy that started off every 2 series. Near the end of the season, we felt like he was playing as good as even the starters. He began to take every other series. I feel like Cartier is one of those guys that was a starter for us. The guy's playing every other series. I think that's enough confidence and that we are showing in him that he is a starter. Marcus Caffey is a guy that will move to corner. He was a heavily recruited guy as a quarterback slash corner. Some people recruiting him as a corner, and it kind of scared him away. Okay, but we promised him a chance to play at the tailback position. We did, but we feel like that his best opportunity to help this football team in a hurry, and although he could be a tailback, but we feel like that his best chance to help this team in a hurry and make us a better football team at the corner position. It gives us some size. You guys looked out there last year. We were 170 pounds on both corners. Hard to hold up against the guys that we got to play. This guy's 200 pounds right now, Coach Rock. He's 200 pounds. He's about 6'1.5". Moves really well, so excited about him. Nellums is a guy that could be a swing guy for us. He's at the free safety. And we'll be backed up by Glenn Faulkner, who played a lot of special teams. Again, another young guy that we put the film on the last couple of games. We saw running down, making plays on special teams, starting to gain some confidence. Guy that takes care of business on and off the field, and we want to try to give him as many reps as we possibly can, and having Nellums to move to the corner some will give us an opportunity to get this guy reps. Mikey Benton is probably the quarterback of this unit, of the whole defense. Guy that can get everybody lined up and did a good job of making plays when had an opportunity. He'll be backed up by Ashley Lowry, another one of those young guys who's now 212 pounds and was making plays in the last couple of games for us, returning kicks for us, and doing the things that we asked him to do on and off the field also. The specialist, the return game is a position that we have to find out if this person is on our team right now. We've got a few candidates. We got to get G. McCaskill as a returner. We have to see if Lowry can continue to develop as a returner. And then at the kicking position, Mansour, who will be out tomorrow, will line up as a punter with Wilmot Kid from Scott County. We feel really good about the kicking position with McIntosh. We've got two really good young snappers that we feel good about. So I think that our kicking position, if we can find out who our punter will be, and it'll be hard to replace a guy like we had who just left the office, and there's a couple teams here to work him out. So it tells you he was a pretty good punter, because those guys don't usually come chasing the punters a lot, and there's a lot of teams here that are very interested in him. So we've been fortunate that we've had some good punters here in the last, I guess you could say, 8 years with Matt Stay and the guy just left. So we feel good about what we've had here. We just got to find out who our next guy is. Any questions?
Joe, you talked about returning Nerman Gellick and him being the defensive tackle. So what you expect out of him?
He's done a good job of coming back in here and getting back into the mix. The thing that Nerm has to do is just show us, show his teammates how committed he is to this thing. Because he's a guy that left right into when we all were excited about him. I'm sure there's a lot of fans were excited about him also. So he's just got to show us, show his teammates that he's committed to really wanting to be here. I think that's important, and he has to do it in the off season. He can't do it during the season. You have to do it now.